There are many key terms important to sixth grade students. In order to be successful in middle school, students should know the following terms related to computation. While the order is based on Georgia's curriculum framework, I organize the terms into related concepts. The first operation we learn about is addition, the process of combining two numbers to find a total. Every addition problem has two addends, the values being added together. The result is called its sum. Next, we learn about subtraction, the process of taking one number away from another. Every subtraction problem has three parts. The starting number is called the Minuend. The value being subtracted or removed is called the Subtrahend. The result is called the difference. Then we learn about multiplication, the shorthand way of writing and calculating repeated addition. For example, writing 2 plus 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 2 is annoying, so we can write 2 times 10, meaning 10 groups of 2 items, which equals 20. Multiplication problems have these parts. The first number in a multiplication problem is called the Multiplicand. It tells the size of or the number of items in each group. In the problem 5 times 3, 5 is the Multiplicand. The second number is called the Multiplier. It represents the number of groups. 3 is the multiplier in 5 times 3. The result of a multiplication problem is called the product. The product of 5 and 3 is 15. When we deal with multiplication, we often use the words factors and multiples. Factor: a whole number that divides into another number without a leftover amount. A factor of 12 is 3, because 3 times 4 is 12. Besides 3 and 4, 12 also has factors of 1, 2, 6, and 12. Multiple: a value that results from multiplying a number by another number. The first 6 multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Sometimes we compare two numbers and look for important relationships. Greatest common factor: the largest number that divides evenly into both numbers. For example, the greatest common factor of 18 and 24 is 6, because 6 is the largest number that divides into both evenly. Least common multiple: the smallest multiple common to two numbers, very useful when we are looking for common denominators. For example, the least common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12, and 6 times 2 is 12. We can also classify numbers based on how many factors they have. A prime number has exactly 2 factors, 1 and itself. 5 is an example of a prime number because its factors are 1 and 5. A composite number has more than 2 factors. For example, 10 is composite because it has factors of 1, 2, 5, and 10. Note: 1 is seen as neither prime nor composite. Our last operation is division, the process of splitting a number into equal parts. For example, 8 divided by 2 is 4, because you can divide 8 into 2 groups of 4 or into groups of 2 for a total of 4 groups. Division problems have the following parts. The number being divided up or shared fairly, written first, is called the dividend. The number of groups or the size of each group, the second number, is called the divisor. The result is called the quotient. There are 2 main types of division situations. Measurement division, or repeated subtraction, is when you know the size of each group and want to know how many groups you can make. For example, 10 apples divided into groups of 5 apples gives 2 groups. Partition division, or fair sharing, is when you know how many groups there are and you want to know how many items go in each group. For example, you have 12 candies and want to share them with 3 friends. Each friend gets 4 pieces because 12 divided by 3 is 4. When solving problems in math, we also use a few more helpful terms. Algorithm, a set of ordered steps that help you solve a problem or complete a task. For example, you can think about brushing your teeth as an algorithm. Open the toothpaste, apply to toothbrush, brush your top teeth, brush the bottom teeth, spit, rinse, then put everything away and clean up. Estimate or estimate, to make an educated guess about something or a value that is close without actually counting or calculating the exact answer. Round, an estimation strategy using close numbers that are easier to work with. For example, if we round 58 to the nearest tens, we get 60. When we look at the numbers between 50 and 60, 58 is closer to 60. Rounding helps us estimate or work with easier numbers.